family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila Mugamba. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please just subscribe and tell your friends, your boyfriend, your colleagues, your mother-in-law, try to impress her or something. Tell everybody, just go on the street, hashtag it, just tell them about my channel, okay? If you already subscribed, thank you guys for subscribing. I see you guys. My subscribers are growing. And I don't even like to say my subscribers. I just want to say we are family. And thank you so much for subscribing. Please don't forget to like the video as well. And comment below. Alright, let's get into the video. Oh, I've been trying to say it bad already. Hello fam bam. So today's video I am going to do a story time. Okay, so many of you know that I came to America as an au pair, so I just want to share with you what my experience was like as an au pair in America when I was just only 20 years of age, turning 21. I just want to tell you what guys it was like. So let's get into the video. Okay, so when I left South Africa, I was 20 years old. I was 20 years. Oh my God, I can't talk! I was 20 years old and I was turning 21. So I left South Africa in September. And of course, I was turning 21 in October 17th. Yes. So when I left South Africa, I was so excited. It was my first time on a flight. Okay. And I remember being so nervous, like, what is it going to be like? So we're going to sit and it's going to take days to get there. Like, what are we going to eat? Are we going to be able to shit? Like, take a poo-poo? Or what's going to happen? Like, I was so terrified. Like, I was like, I guess we'll see. But we are going to America. New Year! It's before the time. It's before that song. So, but, I was so excited. But at the same time, I was so nervous. It was the first time away from my family. Mind you, I come from a very small city. So when I was living in Bloemfontein, I didn't really travel that much. I would go to Johannesburg and just once. Maybe I've been to Joburg for like just two times in my life. And I really didn't, like, and every time if we travel from another city, I'll be with my family. Like, so this was really scary, but I was so excited. Like, I was ready. I was ready to leave South Africa. I was just like, you know what? This is it. I'm leaving South Africa. So I left, and I remember my mother's friend, she drove me to Johannesburg. It's about like 5 hours from Bloemfontein. I was so excited. I remember that day, everybody was so sad. My mom, my dad prayed for me before he left for work. My sister was crying like I died. I was like, oh, sissy. I was so sad. And I left. My mother, they drove me to Johannesburg. And I got there, and our flight, I believe, was around 7:30. And I met a friend I was crying because I'm so close with my family. So this friend, I'm not going to name her name, she came over to me and she was like, come. She was carrying like a little teddy bear with her. And she's like, come, we'll be friends. Don't worry about this. I was like, you're right. And I said goodbye to my mom at the airport in Joburg. And we went in there. And the flight was there. It was South African Airways. I remember like it was yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, this is really happening. I am leaving South Africa. We get into the plane. I don't know what to expect. I said, it was a lot of girls from a pair that were leaving from Johannesburg. A girl from Namibia. So it was a lot of us. Maybe like 7-ish. I don't remember. It was a lot of us. So we all, I didn't get to sit with this particular friend of mine, but we all sat in separate, chairs. And the plane took off and we made it to South Africa. We made it to New York. We made it in America. We went to Connecticut at some hotel. I don't remember what it was because we had to do 4 days of orientation. And so we did that. It was fun. I had a roommate. Some of my roommates, I think someone was from Germany. The other one was from Brazil. It was fun. It was a beautiful hotel. It was American. It was the first time I experienced, like, I've never ate bagels in my life. I never knew bagel existed. And I was like, oh, you can eat bagel? There's bagel. There's all this food. Like, let me mind you, I don't like to use the word poor, but we didn't have that much money, so we were really not exposed to some of the stuff. So when I saw some of the stuff, I was like, what, is possible to have all this food and you can eat all you want and choose? Because, you know, from where we come from, wherever you go, bao plate, they give you the food. Like, they don't just plate you with the meat and everything on it. Small ones. But here, it was just buffet. It was everyone was like, oh, I guess this is America. So that was exciting. So the orientation was really nice. I just hated when we had to go for workshops, when they tell us about what to expect, what we should do as nannies, what we shouldn't do drugs, we shouldn't do so and so. I kind of hated those things. I just liked when we were just in the hotel living our best lives. But it was fun. And I remember when I got to the hotel, I called my mother. They were so happy. I was so happy to call them from the coin phones, and I was like, I'm here, Mama. I made it in America, and I'm happy. There's so many girls that are here, so don't worry about me. So it was very fun. So come the fourth day is the last day. Now we're getting picked up, our host family. So now we go into this huge room. So we're all waiting there, and then they come one by one. I didn't know what time my people were gonna come. So a lot of girls, I see them, they meet their families. I'm like sitting there like, okay, what's mine is gonna be like? What is my family gonna be like? So I'm like sitting there, hey, I'm wondering, oh, what have I done? Yo, the stranger, I see, maybe I should go back. Can I go back? Yo, I can't go back. I can't go back, people. Yo. So I'm like sitting there. Eventually, I recognize them from the pictures, of course. So I saw the father, my host father. I'm not gonna name names, okay? My host father come with the boys. And I was like, oh my God, that's them. And then like shit, I'm like, hi, let me just give my host dad a name. I'm John. I'm like, hey John, nice to meet you. And these are the kids. Hi kids. And we go to the car. He grabs my bag, my suitcases, and I'm like, holy guacamole, what have I done? So now we get into the car, and the friend that I met in South Africa, the one with the teddy bear, right? I was like, we knew we were gonna be in New York, but we didn't know how close or how far we were gonna be. So I was like, I'll see you, we'll email each other. That's when the email was still going. I didn't have no cell phone. So I did have the phone number from my host family, but I didn't want to give it away. So my friend, we give each other's emails. I'm like, I'll see you when I see you, whatever. So we go, now you're on your own. I wanted to come to America. I wanted to come to New York. I wanted to be an au pair. Yes, I met people, but at the end of the day, it's all about me. So here I am. I'm alone. There's no turning back. The family's here. So we drove from New York, from Connecticut to New York was a long drive. Like, it was very long. Like, it was really long. It was long. I was like, where are we going? Like, I keep seeing the woods, like, oh, where are we going? Oh my God, this is not New York. No, that's not the New York I saw, but it's not New York. So we drove, and finally we got to the house, and I went inside. The mother was there, the daughter was there. I was taking care of three kids, two boys. They were twins. They were like 7 years old, and the girl was like 9. So the mom and the girl, they were there. So I meet my host mother. I meet the little girl. So I'm like, gosh, it's so quiet. The apartment is beautiful. It's Upper West Side. It was beautiful on Riverside Drive. I can't tell you exactly the street, but it was really beautiful. So it was at the 7th floor. So I come inside. They were so excited to see me. There's a little dog. So I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. Like, there's no turning back. So this is what it is. It was a Saturday. So it was so quiet. The apartment was so quiet. I remember they said that you must be tired. So we're going to show you where your room is. And then you can just relax and you'll come out for dinner. I was like, ooh, okay. Thank God. So I went to my room. They're like, you can take a shower. So luckily the shower was not too far from my room. So I went to take a shower. And I showered and I went to sleep. And honestly, I wanted to sleep the whole night. I didn't want to see them the next day. I didn't want to do dinner with them. But for some reason, later on, they knocked. Like, oh, dinner's ready. I guess they were excited to have dinner with me. But me, I was not looking forward for dinner. Because now, I'm with like a complete strangers. Like, it hit me like, this is real. You know, this is what I wanted. Nobody forced me. Nobody did. This is real. And I'm like, damn. So we sat at the table, and they were very nice. And then, so they woke me up, and we went to the table, we ate dinner, some of the stuff that I never seen before, like, hey, there's like 3-course meal. I'm like, oh, great. I couldn't even eat. I just ate a little bit, because when I'm nervous by nature, I don't eat. So it went like that, and I must say, I was one of the luckiest au pairs, because my family really, really treated me very well. They really treated me very, very well. Like, I never had any issues with them at all. Like, some of the girls I met, I heard some stories, and on I don't want to make this video too long, but on the part 2 of this video, I will go through of what some of my friends went through, and I had to jump in and help. But my experience was great. So they gave me a private room in the house, of course, in the apartment. Like I said, it was the 7th floor. So my room, I could see the Hudson River. I could see New Jersey. It was beautiful. I loved my room. So the room had TV. It had cable in it. There was a phone, you know, like the home phone. I had a cell phone. Like, I really, like, it was beautiful. I really loved my room. It was nicely decorated. There was like some on the wall, they have like books. It was just really creative. It was beautiful. I really loved it. And when I came, I didn't really have so many suitcases, because, you know, like they said, like in New York, you're gonna be shopping a lot. So it was really amazing. My experience as an au pair, it was great. And as an au pair, they give you the counselor to see you every 2 months or something like that. I think her name was Leslie. She was amazing. She'll come visit to see how is it going. But the family was treating me nice. Like, I came in September, right? And on my birthday, they got me a cake. It was amazing. And November, it was Thanksgiving. I never heard of Thanksgiving, of course. So I went with them. We drove to DC. They got me my own room at the hotel. But then my friend was already in DC. You know, my friend Mimi, who we came from South Africa together, she was already living in DC. She came in August, a few weeks before me. And so I was like, no, she was in Maryland. No, wait, Virginia. So I was like, okay, since we're in Washington, D.C., I might as well just go see my friend, you know. And I told my host mom, like, girl, I got to go because my friend is here. And I remember I saw my first snow at the hotel. It was so beautiful. I was like, oh, snow! Oh my God, you're so beautiful! And so I told my host mother's like, my friend is not too far from here, so she's gonna come pick me up, and I'm gonna go. So I left, and I didn't spend my first Thanksgiving with my family, and I think my host mother was very pissed at me. But God, I was homesick, okay? I needed somebody from home. It was holidays, you're with your family. I still love you, girl. Hope you're doing well. But so I went and met up with my friends. I spent Thanksgiving with them. We went to another au pair who she was South African. We went to her host mother, and they have all these kinds of food. The turkey, yay! It was all. I was like, wait, American people do eat the turkey. The leg was this big. It was like my thigh. It was like, whoa. That's how I gained weight. When I came to America, I was so, and now I was like 2 years later, oh. American food. But regardless to say, my experience as an au pair was amazing. I had some great memories. The first day taking the kids, like, okay, so I came on the weekends. On Monday was time for the kids to go to school, right? Because, you know, in America, the school starts in September. So the kids are going to school, my host mother made a schedule for me on what the days I'm going to work, when I should pick up the kids. Like, she wrote the address, like everything. She leave the extra money to take a cab, you know, all of that. She was so organized. So the first day taking the kids to school, I went with the father, so it was easier. We took a bus. They showed me around. You know, the first day she showed me around. The second day I was on my own. And I emailed my friend, the teddy bear girl, and I realized she lives only 10 blocks from me. We can actually walk. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So we met up that week after I dropped the kids to school, and we were like, okay, let's experience New York. Let's experience New York. It was so gorgeous. It was beautiful. And I was supposed to pick up the kids at 2:30. So we went to Central Park. Oh, we went to Central Park. We ended up being on the east side, somewhere far. And it was time to pick up the kids. We didn't know how to go back. And I was like, girl, we gotta run. So we're running. We try to leave Central Park. We don't know where to go. We're asking people, where's the west side? I just want the one train. Where's the one train? Yo, I got late to pick up the kids. Of course, the girl started calling her dad, like, oh my God, my name is Naya, I'm scared. So the father's calling me like, Sheila, where are you? The kids, I'm like, I'm lost. I was so terrified. I was like, they're gonna find me. I'm gonna be a homeless in America. Watch and learn. But you know what? It worked out. The father was able to pick them up. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm new. I got lost. I didn't know what to do. So that was then. I mean, it was really such a great experience for me. In the beginning, it's like, I don't think this is for me. It's like, I don't know. I want to meet people. I want to meet celebrities. I want to go to Times Square. I want to do things. But me and this, actually, she's an ex-friend now. The teddy bear girl, she's an ex-friend. We will meet up. We'll just walk and just kind of like look around and just see what New York is about. So things started opening up. I started meeting people. I met another friend of mine who was a nanny for the kids that were friends with my kids. So she introduced me to come to Brooklyn. She was Caribbean. She's Caribbean. So things started to change, and I started meeting people. It was really, really great. It was awesome. Like if the family went somewhere, they'll take me with them. They'll buy me the ticket, flight ticket, hotel, and all that. And it was great. And if they go to family dinner, they'll ask me, do you want to come with us or not? In the beginning, I'll say yes. But as time went by and I started meeting people, I was like, no, I'll pass. And also, I needed my me time. But it was, honestly, au pair for me was such a great experience. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. That was the best time of my life. I was still trying to figure myself out as a person, as a woman. I was growing into my own, just being away from my family, because all my life I've been around my family. I never went to a boarding school, nothing like that. So I was always in my mother and my father's house with my sisters. Everybody was protecting me, looking after me. So now I was on my own. So it was really great. And I think it really made me even a stronger person. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, yeah. So, you know what? I'm going to wrap up this video because there's so much memories. I did au pair for 2 years. There's so many things that happened, and I can do that on this video because I don't want to make this video too long. But anyway, part 2 of my videos, I'm going to tell you some of the things that au pair don't really tell you about, okay? So, thank you guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also leave a comment below, and I will see you on my part 2 of my au pair experience.